what's happening, people? It's Odd Eyes Ian, and today we are going to go ahead and take a look at my Salamangreat profile. For my showcase video, I can tell you guys really did enjoy my new build, and you're enjoying the new consistency for it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm running now. There's very slight differences. There's nothing too major that's different about it. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new build.
Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and tear into this new, well, slightly new, but improved Salamangreat deck profile. So, starting off, we're going to start with our 3 Salamangreat Foxy. Just always great to start out with Foxy and get an extra Salamangreat card in our hand. Then we're running 3 Salamangreat Spinny, just an extra plus. He throws himself to grave and then lets us special summon him back from grave as long as we have another Salamangreat on field. So always good to have 3 Spinny. We also have 3 Salamangreat Foul. Salamangreat Foul special summons itself if we normal or special summon another Salamangreat to our field. So just pluses. Add another monster to our board for all our link summons that we're going to be doing. Our 2 ofs include 2 Jack Jaguar. If this card attacks, if this card attacks a defense position monster, it does piercing damage. But if we control a Salamangreat Link monster while this card's in our graveyard, we can target 1 Salamangreat in our graveyard, except for Jack Jaguar, shuffle it into our deck, and special summon this card to that Link zone. So just plus and all the battle damage. 2 Salamangreat Falco, because it's very similar to Foxy in the sense that it special summons itself. But if this card is sent to the graveyard, we can target 1 Salamangreat spell or trap in our graveyard and set that card on our field. If this card is in our graveyard, we can target 1 Salamangreat monster we control, except for Falco, return that monster to the hand, and if we do, special summon it, but we can only use those effects once per turn. We're also playing 2 Salamangreat Mole. During our main phase, if we link summon that turn, you can special summon this card from our hand to a zone of link monster points to, and if we control no monsters, you can banish this card from our graveyard and target set 5 Salamangreat monsters in our graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and draw 2 cards. So it's just a great, it's like a pot of cards for Salamangreats, and it just special summons, so plus all the way around. So I think it's great. We're also running 1 Salamangreat Gazelle, of course, because we're only allowed to run 1. We're also running 1 Salamangreat Mirror. He's a new card in this build. If this card is added to our hand except by drawing it, we can reveal it and special summon it. If this card's in our hand, we can discard one other Salamangreat card and special summon it from our hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Another new card in this build is Salamangreat Fennec. Small text. I'm going to pull this one up to read it. If a Cyberse monster you control or special summon from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from the graveyard if it was there when the monster was destroyed, or hand even if not. Banish it when it leaves the field, but this card is if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a link 2 or higher Cyberse monster, you can add 1 Salamangreat normal spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. So it's just another plus. Cyberse decks are just great. They always plus. They always do great. Moving on though, this is 1 Salamangreat Coyote, 1 Salamangreat Beat Bison, and then we are also doing 2 Salamangreat Raccoon for our as part of our hand trap package. When your Salamangreat monster is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster, you can send this card from our hand to the graveyard. Then target those 2 monsters that would battle, gain life points equal to the attack of your opponent's monster, and then the targeted monster on your side of the field cannot be destroyed this turn. When your Salamangreat monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, while this card's in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. So it adds itself back to your hand, it gives you life points, and it protects from being destroyed. So it's just, why not? And then our other hand trap, we're running 2 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I don't think I have to explain this card. But that finishes up our monsters lineup. Moving on to our spells and traps, we are running 3 Signet Mining. Obviously, it's a Cyberse deck. We're going to need 3 Signet Mining just to help us have cards in our hand. Holy cow, I did not get those lined up very well. Moving on to 2 Salamangreat Sanctuary. I'm running 2 for now because there's always the possibility that one gets popped. We always want the ability to go back into Sanctuary just so we can keep doing our reincarnation effects. We're also running 2 Will of Salamangreat just to give us extra cards on board, or give us extra summons. One Salamangreat Circle, because we're only allowed one Salamangreat Circle. One Salamangreat Recurrence. We can target 2 Salamangreat monsters in our graveyard with different names and add them to our hand. If this set card is destroyed by card effects and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Salamangreat spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Except Recurrence, you can only use each effect once per turn. Another new card in the deck, we are running a Salamangreat Claw. And it gives us the ability to do piercing damage, and it also lets us do multiple attacks on our opponent's monsters, depending on the Link monster we have it equipped to. So if it's a Link 3 monster, we get to make 3 attacks on our opponent's monsters, but not direct attacks. But yeah. We're also running 1 Fusion of Fire because we are running Violent Chimera in this deck, but we only run 1 Violent Chimera, so I only find it necessary to run 1 Fusion of Fire. Finishing up our main deck, we are running 2 Cosmic Cyclone just for a little bit of extra back row protection. And then onto our traps. Salamangreat Roar, Salamangreat Gift, and we are also running a Mirror Force. But that does it for main deck. I'm going to go ahead and move these over here. And we're going to go ahead and move on to extra deck. So he is on the top of the stack. We are running a card specifically for him. So we're going to start out with our Salamangreat Violent Chimera. Violent Chimera is just a great big dumb Cyberse monster to put on the board. If this card is fusion summoned, you can make this card's attack equal to half the combined original attack of the materials used to summon it, which can get pretty dumb. Once per battle during damage calculation, if this card battles a monster whose current attack is different from its original attack, quick effect, you can double this card's attack during damage calculation only. If this card that was fusion summoned during using cannot read. If this card that was fusion summoned using Salamangreat Violent Chimera as material battles a monster, that monster's attack becomes 0 during battle damage calculation only. I forgot about that effect. That makes me want to get a second Violent Chimera. Completely forgot about that effect. But, moving on to our Link monsters, we're running 1 Salamangreat Almirage. He doesn't get a ton of play because we don't do a lot of normal summoning. We do a lot of special summoning in this deck, but it is great to have for our protection. We're also running 2 Salamangreat Phalanx because, like I said, with the Sanctuary thing, we like to have a contingency, we like to have backup plans, we like to be able to have a second Phalanx to help us search out a second Sanctuary if necessary. Moving on to 2 Sunlight Wolf. Goodness, can't talk, can't read today, so I might not read any more cards. But we're running 2 Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, obviously for reincarnation effects. We just want to be able to bring out a second one. We're also running 3 Salamangreat Heat Leo now, instead of running 2, just to give us a little bit more reach for our deck. And we're also running 3 Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix, again, just for more reach. But that wraps up our Salamangreat portion of our extra deck. The rest of our extra deck makes up a Flame Administrator, just to boost up our Link monster's attack points. 1 Power Code Talker, because he doubles and he swings big. And then 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Lion Emperor, just because we don't have a Salamangreat Xyz monster right now for the deck. We are waiting on Blaze Dragon to come out and Mirage Delio is banned, so for now we're running Lion Emperor. But that finishes off our main deck. If you give me just a moment to clean up, shuffle up, and we will get ready to do a test hand. Alright guys, we are a little bit more organized here, so I'm going to shuffle up my deck, and we're going to show you a test hand. Get it nice and shuffle. Do a cut. Alright, so we're going to go first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And now let's see what we get. We got a Signet Mining, a Beat Bison, a Jack Jaguar, a Salamangreat Gift, and a Spinny. Alright, nothing too insane. But we're going to start off with a Signet Mining. We're going to throw our Jack Jaguar to our graveyard. And we're going to add a a gazelle. Shuffle up again, of course. Because Jack Jaguar sent to the graveyard, special summons Gazelle. Gazelle's effect goes off again. Special summon, or not special summoning. Special summons itself and then sends a Salamangreat to grave. And we're gonna send a Falco to grave. So we already have a Spinny in our hand. We can play with that. Alright, so then we're gonna Link Summon for Baylings. Baylings effect. Search Sanctuary right down at the bottom. Very nice. Very easy to search that out. Go ahead and activate Sanctuary so we don't have to put it back in our hand. Condense the hand a little bit here. Jack Jaguar's effect. We're going to special summon it by shuffling our Gazelle back into our deck. Special summons our Jack Jaguar. Then we can Link Summon. Link 2 for Sunlight Wolf. Because we have 3 Salamangreats in our graveyard, we can special summon our Beat Bison. Because Beat Bison is special summoned to Sunlight Wolf's Link, we're going to add Jack Jaguar back to our hand. We're going to target, actually, let's see, how do we want to do this? So we can do a few different ways here. Actually, just to cycle things around. Actually, I don't know how I want to do this right now. Let's use Spinny's effect to target Sunlight Wolf. Spinny's effect, because we control Salamangreat, special summon Spinny. Continuing on from that, we can go ahead and link off for 3 for our Heat Leo. We can also use, oh, this returns it to our hand. We can return our Spinny to our hand by using Falco's effect. And now if Falco is pots, we can also set another Salamangreat card, but we're going to set our Salamangreat gift. And we can go ahead and pass turn like that, because we do have a little bit of setup there. We have some protection, we have some things to just continue setting up our board, and we also have 2 more cards to continue extending on our next turn. But I'm going to go ahead and end this test hand here, and I hope you guys really did enjoy this, because I'm really enjoying Salamangreats again. This is a really good build, I think. This is kind of a mediocre test hand, but I did get to show you that I know the effects now. I know how to make things flow. My deck does move a little bit better, even with a meh hand. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toss this over to the outro.
Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy my new build. I hope you guys get a little bit of inspiration from it. I hope it just continues to build off of this and get better and better. But like I said, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I upload new videos. Follow me on social media. All my links will be down in the description. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you next time. Peace out.